Hey guys, Zap here. Every time I start a video I gotta move the goddamn mic, and here I am just brooding. You're probably wondering, oh hey, I'm finally doing a fun commentary after, yeah, I've been gone a while. And funnily enough, this isn't a normal commentary, this is a post-commentary, and I kinda want to just talk about, like, the state of Shadowkeep. The video is gonna be in two parts. First is PvE, second is PvE, and PvE, second is PvP, bleh. My loadout, if you care, is spare rations, loaded question, and hammerhead. It's really not that good. I'm just fucking around with expensive in here. This is a while ago. I was trying farming, and I still technically am. Getting 100 bow precision kills on Vex isn't exactly fun. Ignore my name, please. And I just kind of wanted to talk about the state of Shadowkeep and how I feel this game is right now. So, if you know anything about Destiny, you know that PvE has gotten really easy. Especially with stuff like, I don't know how I missed that, I was getting teleported. PvE has gotten really easy, especially with the inclusion of stuff like auto reload and Well of Radiance, you know, just being a thing. Auto reload has been in Destiny 2 since the beginning, but it's never been this much of a problem until I want to say Galron. Actually, it wasn't that much of a problem until everyone started getting Mountaintop. Recluse is also in there, but Recluse isn't really for boss damage. It's still a problem, it's just not as big of a problem as it is for everything else. By the way, I'm not sick anymore, I just have a cough. I don't know if I've mentioned that because I've recorded like 3 videos, but I've never released it because I wasn't happy with them. Chaos Reach is so much more fun to use than Nova Bomb. I'll make a video talking about Warlocks in the state of Shadowkeep. Probably the next video. Actually, no, the next video is going to be For Honor because new character was revealed. A new character is coming out in 2 days, so that's going to be really exciting. But PvE, it's gotten harder, I want to say. I haven't done Master Nightfalls yet because I've barely gotten to 950 now after like 6 weeks of the expansion being out, but I'm really excited to actually start doing Master Nightfalls. I really miss back in Destiny 1 when Nightfalls used to be fucking hard. Like, Bond Brothers or Shield Brothers, I think, with any Singe was the most terrifying experience of my entire life. I don't think I've ever beaten the Bond Brothers Nightfall ever. That's how fucking terrifying it was. But it was so much fun to do. I loved it. My most favorite Nightfall out of all the ones that I did was fucking, I want to say Darkblade. That was really fun back in the day. And it was really hard as well. I really liked it. I don't think we're at Destiny 1 levels of the game being hard. Granted, Destiny 1 wasn't too hard, but it was way more difficult than what Destiny 2 was, so I think we can all agree on that. Like, even here, in Vex Offensive, like, the boss will still attack you, even during damage phase, which I really like that, because, like, sure, you're gonna kill the boss. I don't think there's really a way to fail Vex Offensive either way. It's kind of like Menagerie, in a sense, which people just call Vex Offensive for Menagerie too, but I still love Menagerie. I especially love the loot. And I especially love that you can farm air kills, and we're going to be talking about that in a minute. But, yeah, no, PvE's, pretty fun. Damn, we killed it here, I didn't realize. PvE's pretty fun for me, especially just because auto-reload isn't a thing. If you play Warlock, like Lunafactions or something similar has basically been glued to your feet the entire time. And I'm a Void Walker, so that really doesn't help out my case. I'm sort of switching over to Stormcaller a little bit, mostly for Chaos, but besides the point. And I've just been having a lot of fun. Just finally not being forced to like use Well of Radiance when we do raids or anything. It's really nice. And it leaves a lot of room for other weapons, like Izanagi is good. Whisper actually is useful again because Whitenail used to get fucked over by auto reload, but that's besides the point. Nothing really else to say on PvE side. I guess we could sort of include Gambit, but that's also PvP, and Gambit really is an entire animal on its own. So I guess now we're gonna switch over the conversation to PvP, which perfectly transitions to here. Gameplay is, if you couldn't tell from me getting insta'd by a fucking year 1 sidearm, is momentum control. I'm just gonna preface this right now. I only did momentum control to get cold fusions for Randy's, and yes, I have my Randy's now. I am never going back into this playlist on my own volition. Oh god, if you ever seen Prolium one-shotting at that range, right there, is probably the most beautiful thing I've ever seen in my entire life. And quick, just like little PSA before we get into what is it? Before we just get into how PvP is at the moment. If you're one of those guys who thinks that fusion rifles are completely overpowered, please leave your conversations at the door. It's just a weird thing. I'm probably gonna talk about it eventually, where I just don't get how people can think fusion rifles. I mean, on console, like, people don't. There's that one guy who will use air intel, but mostly people just use shotguns. Even on PC, people just use shotguns. And it really annoys me when I hear people say fusion rifles are overpowered, or like air intel is overpowered. Because really, let's be honest, air intel is the only fusion rifle you really see in PvP. But other than that, PvP's been really fun, actually. I even did competitive, which, Jesus Christ, my two-shotting is amazing. I'm not complaining because it's momentum control. I'm just saying scout rifles are everywhere. Especially fucking crouch-walking Night Stalker hunters who just go invisible after every headshot. Jeez. Like, Iron Banner already brings the worst out in people. The hunters are just annoying, but they're not overpowered, they're just annoying. Titans are overpowered. Bottom Tree's getting nerfed. Or actually, no, Bottom Tree has gotten nerfed. I'm recording this on November 5th. So yeah, Bottom Tree's already been nerfed. And what is this? I can't think of the other one. One-Eyed Mask is going to get nerfed after 4 seasons. 3 seasons? I don't know. Let's be real, that thing should have gotten nerfed a long time ago. This is really late for that. This part pisses me off so much. Throw my melee re. But no, PvP's actually been kind of fun. Momentum control is one of those game modes where most of the time it'll end in a mercy. This is a game where I was actually doing really well. I was like starting to actually get used to using Prolium. Yeah, despite the fact that I had like 2 hits at that range or something. But still. I've been used to using air intel the entire time with like backup plan. And air intel is different. Or it has more recoil as far as I'm concerned than Prolium, so sometimes I either just assumed Prolium had no recoil, or sometimes I assumed I was using air intel again and then just dragged it down all the way and missed all my bolts. So I recommend people should use a fusion rifle, whether it's air intel with backup plan. I don't use air intel with high impact reserves. I probably should just play around the charge time, but it's kind of just really annoying to play that way. Yes, I am using Colony. I think it's been nerfed, so, you know, stop complaining. I don't even get a kill here, I don't think. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was just like go right past them. Feels bad. This was the weirdest fight I've ever had in my entire life. No idea what to say about that one. But PvP, like I said 1,000 times, it was fun. It's felt more balanced, especially in competitive, though I will say, Bungie, if a person on your team leaves, maybe the game should just end automatically. 2v3s aren't exactly fun. And funnily enough, I say this, but my last game for rank up when I needed to get to Fabled and get 2100 in general for Randy's was a 2v3 where me and this hunter had to fight, I think, 2 Titans and a Warlock. And we won. In fact, I think I did the best. He carried his own weight, thank God, but wow, that was actually really fun the more I think about it. And yes, I did use fusions and insta-kill stuff like Handheld Supernova. Like I said, I'm going to talk about Warlocks. And Handheld Supernova is going to be on the topic. I tried pulling a fucking Colony here and fucked up. I should have just shot all of it. But Colony doesn't fucking ever do that for me, where it just completely tracks like that. Well, I don't know why. It just never does that for me. Oh god. It's funny seeing shit like this. But yeah, competitive's fun. Anyone who thinks scouts are like meta now are dumb and clearly have never held a pulse rifle. Hand cannons justifiably got their nerf, and Titans are finally getting fucking looked at, thank god. I don't think I really have anything else to say on this matter for the game. Just understand that Shadowkeep is really good. So I'll just leave you with this clip. Sneak peek to my montage. Oh my god, my entire team is hunters. I don't want to be here.
He was on like all afternoon last night.
Okay.
Yes.
Afternoon is the night. Not at all, by the way.
Contact message to servers.
No, because I'm in Crucible. I'll judge your fashion in a bit. Well, I just got a triple kill, so.
Bye.